Well, Governor Gretchen Whitmer released her plan to get students back to school, and it really all depends on the latest on COVID-19 cases here in Michigan.
Well, this morning we are joined by one of the superintendents serving on the state task force, making recommendations to get kids back in class. Superintendent Tom Livesey of Oak Ridge Public Schools. Tom, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
Yeah, so I guess, you've had a few hours to kind of digest everything that came out yesterday. What are your thoughts going forward so far?
Well, first of all, I'd really like to thank the governor for pulling a diverse group of stakeholders throughout the state to really come up with a safe and sensible plan. This gives us a really clear pathway for getting kids back in school. And that's really what we're excited about in schools, is getting to see our kids back in our classrooms.
Tom, what kind of work do you feel like you're going to have to do within your district to get prepared for the kids to return?
Yeah, well, it's not an easy pathway to get ready for 3 different learning models, but our teachers put together literally practically overnight in March totally redid our learning plans and went to remote learning. But I think with the summer, we've already got teams put together with all of our administrative team, our union leadership, professionally certified staff throughout the district, and we're going to come together, digest what's in the governor's My Safe Schools roadmap plan, and we're going to put 3 different learning models together for our community so that we are most prepared for no matter what the circumstances are going to be.
Yeah, I know we give you guys a lot of credit for doing this in such a short amount of time for things that we've never had to do before. What kind of feedback are you hearing from parents so far?
Well, we have included the parents. We had over almost 40% of our parents give us some input through some surveys, and there's some diverse views out there. There's those that are extremely concerned about the safety of our kids, those that are not as concerned, but that's why we're putting together 3 different options. There will be some parents that are not wanting to send their kids back to school and are going to want that virtual option. So we're going to do our best to put a good option out there for them. And then with those that are going to be coming back to school, we're going to make sure that our safe protocols are in place so that everybody can make sure that we keep that COVID away.
Yeah.
Tom, what's your take? I know that they talked about having lunches in classrooms. What is your take on how you will do the lunch times for kids, and will that be a big challenge for you?
Well, there's no doubt there's going to be challenge with no matter what we prepare for here. That's not back to normal. But yeah, lunches, I think the roadmap makes it very clear that we got to keep these groups of kids in cohorts. We got to keep them isolated the best that we can. And so we're going to have to figure out some ways to put some boxed lunches together, deliver them to classrooms, and keep those cohorts as small as possible.
Yeah, and certainly the community doing, hopefully their part to try to, keep the spread from going, and that you guys can actually, proceed as normal as possible.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And just real quick too, anything else that you're going to do differently, or is there one thing right now? I know there's so much to take in all of this. Is there one thing that you're really concerned about in all of this?
Well, I can tell you what I was most concerned about was the hybrid model that a lot of districts were considering, depending on what the governor's task force came up with. And bringing half of your kids to school on one day and half on another does not appear to be an approach that we're having to take. We're just thankful that this is a safe and sensible plan. We're going to keep all of our kids as safe as possible with the protocols from social distancing. Face coverings is certainly a topic that are on parents' minds, and that's going to be a challenge. But like I said, it is safe, it is sensible, it's age appropriate for the kids that will have to be wearing face coverings and those that don't. But we're going to pull together as a community. That's what Eagle Nation does, is partner with our community, and I think we're going to have a good school year.
All right. Thank you, sir, so much for
Thanks,
giving us
Tom.
some
We
of that
appreciate it.
insight. We appreciate it.